What is it I'm supposed to say again? I'm Pete, the trainer over at the Pathlight Centre. Well, most of the work that I do, in order to get a person to, or the client that I'm working with, to operate from another part of their mind or to tap on another part of their awareness, I tend to use a bit of provocation, okay, for lack of better words. Well, it doesn't mean that I always use the F words all the time, or that I'm generally aggressive when I'm dealing with them. No, not like that. It's more like I tend to take the approach that they most not expect me to take. Okay, because a lot of people who end up coming to me are already people who have some idea, some knowledge of, say, NLP or hypnosis. You know, I am one of those. Well, I should say that I am the one that people will come to when all else fails. So they will go to all these other people. You know, they see the psychologist, they see a psychiatrist, they see a doctor. They went to see the medium. Then in the end, when all else fails, they'll come to the witch doctor. I mean, they'll come to see Pete. Okay, and I'll talk to them and I'll work with them. Well, similarly in my training, I don't tend to take a very structured approach, and the seemingly no structure doesn't mean there's no structure at all. Okay, there is already a loose structure there, and I tend to look at the composition of the class. Who is there? What do they have to offer to the class? And I tend to take a look at how the people in the class is like, and I adjust accordingly. So I would like to think that I am making sure that they are learning based on how they really like to learn. And a lot of times, well, for a lot of my students, I like to teach their subconscious mind instead of their conscious mind. So they end up learning things that they didn't know they are learning until there's a situation which calls for all these new learnings for them. So I tend to do this thing called overloading and unconscious installation. Overload their conscious mind so that they have less resistance to taking in the new things really, and then I unconsciously install. I upload to their mind, and then when it comes time for them to make use of all this knowledge that they pick up along the way, it will come to them. Okay. So that's kind of like the way I'm teaching the class. And you often hear students coming in, and when they leave they say, I'm more confused than I first began. Okay. But that only lasts about maybe a week or two, the confusion I mean. Then everything start to fall into the place where they're supposed to be. Okay. And then things becomes easier for them from that point on. Well, it's no surprise that I'm getting more and more people who are signing up for my classes nowadays, because you know, word of mouth is better than anything else. They say, yeah, I learned from this guy, he's one big bastard, and then he's teaching this way, and I have no idea that he's teaching this, but at the end of it, I seem to get it. I like that. I like the I seem to get it, and I don't know how I was learning it part. Okay, it's kind of like, if I could trademark it, I would. But unfortunately, I'm not the only person who can do it. But I am the only person I know in this region who is doing something like that. And I attribute it to the way I was learning it too. I overloaded myself, and I wasn't really paying attention to exactly what I was learning. And somehow along the way, some of these things just appear poof out of nowhere, and then oh, they say that if I learned it and I can teach someone, then I actually master it. So as they say, knowledge is nothing if it's not inside your bone. So I got it inside my bone. I make sure that it gets inside the bones of those people who are learning from me. So like that. So if you have any more questions, any more comments, again, the comments button, below. The comments buttons below. And then you can also, what else? Website. It should be somewhere, okay. Just let us know. Okay?